Do you like my YouTube videos? If you do, please leave a comment and actually click on the like button. And if you want, you can hit subscribe. That way you can stay up to date with all my YouTube videos. Hey, and go ahead and click that bell icon to be notified. Thanks. Take care, guys. Reptile Rescue family, what's up? What are we doing here today? No matter how many times I make a video about shed on reptiles, what to do with the shed on reptiles, it's like it's never enough. It's never enough. Why is it never enough? Because I get 500 bajillion comments on don't help the shed or you need to help with that shed. But most of them are don't help the shed. Now, yes, I did do some videos where I don't say anything and I just remove shed, and there you go. But I do a lot of in-depth videos, and here's the one we're going to do today again and again and again. When is it okay to help your bearded dragon shed? Although this really goes towards all reptiles, and for most reptiles, if everything in the environment is 100% perfect and everything goes perfect, you will probably not need to help them with any shed ever. Now, how often does that happen? Especially in the wild. Well, I'll tell you, in the wild, almost never. You see missing toes, dead scale, missing the tip of the tail, leads to problems. Dead reptile could be a big problem. But so in the wild, it's very rare because people are like, how do they do this in the wild? Well, they don't. If they have a problem in the wild, guess what? They die. I know. So there may be a time where we have two differences here. One is you can help with some shed if you want. You may not need to, but it's not going to do any harm. Sometimes I remove shed from the nose so they can just breathe a little better. Probably would have come off on its own in 2 or 3 days, but it's loose enough to remove from that area. It's not going to do anything bad. Maybe from the eyes, etc. And then there's the other time where the shed is stuck and you need to remove it for the benefit of the reptile. Okay? So what is Archimedes doing here? She is such a good girl, by the way. Just look at her. She was born in 2019. No. Yes? No. Between 2017 and 2018 was when she was born. Oh my gosh. Yes, at the end of 2017. Wow. I was going to say she's getting old, but then she looked at me. She's pissed. Okay, so we have some shedding going on, and why not help her out? So she has shed mostly perfect during her shed. She's got a few little spots that didn't shake loose that aren't causing a problem now, may not cause a problem in the future, but could cause a problem in the future. Who sees the shed? I'm not going to move. I'm going to give you a second. We're going to play the Jeopardy music. Da 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 da. Who sees the shed that is ready to come off but maybe got latched a little bit? That's the big question, okay? Well, let's talk about where that shed is. Here on the lip. See that little piece? Just a little piece right there. See this on this one little beard spike right there? See in the middle where the color is different? And then just on the edge here, you can see the bottom part of her tail here. This has shed all real nice. This is getting ready to need to come off, but this spot here, it's even lifted a little bit right there. It's gotten a little bit stuck. So are we at any spot with these 3 areas? And yes, there's some shed. This is starting to come off right here. The head is starting to shed a little bit more. But are any of these mentioned areas situation critical? Something needs to be done or we're going to have a problem? No. No, it's not. Let's take a look at her mouth. That's not where we're at right now. Now, this mouth shed piece, this has been annoying her. She scratches at it. She's rubbing her face a lot. Why not help her? This is starting to come up. Maybe we can see if we can give that a little flick. But it doesn't need to come off. All right, so let's come to the mouth here. There it is. Top lip, bottom lip, gone. 2 seconds, over. We can see this top piece. Oh yeah, detached, right off. Why do I want her to rub her head 500 times on her rock to get that off? You don't. She could scratch herself, scratch her eye, cause a wound. I barely put any pressure. I didn't peel it. Came right off. These are those instances where these things are ready. Now let's look at the tail. The tail is a different story because the tail is kind of in a different spot. So come here, honey. Hi, honey. I'm going to move you just a little bit. There we go. Come on over. We're going to move the camera. So this is shed. This is not shed. This is kind of in the shedding process. So we can help remove a little bit of this because it's lifted. Dirt, debris, it can get under there. And when that happens, you can get an infection, get an abscess, you can get whatever. I need to make sure she doesn't just jump and go kamikaze. So we don't want to remove everything. We just want to remove what's ready to remove. So again, I'm just going to come over here and look at how this comes right off. Comes right off. It's not causing any damage. It's not causing any harm. People will be like, well, what do you remove? You're just going to remove this shed. Look at this. It wouldn't have come off on its own in a while. It's all wrapped around. Look how that came right off. It knew where to detach. Now you can look, there's still some color that's different here. Is it lifted? We're going to check. Yes, it is. Look at how that goes right under. So just one more little band. But it is connected to shed that is not ready. So we want to make sure when we take this off, there we go. We didn't remove anything that's not ready to go yet. This might be ready in a week. See the difference in color. Okay. Look at that. Now we're talking, because if this doesn't come off, that cuts off circulation, can lead to tail rot, loss of a limb. Same thing, you can lose these spikes sometimes, and you can see it right there, that one that's loose, because the shed gets stuck. Simple fix. Come here. Click on that. Zoom in. Very nice. So look how easy we're going to come to this. Come. You can see that it's detached already. And it probably just got stuck on the spike itself. Boom. There it goes. Spike and everything. I don't know if this will focus. Probably won't. Yeah. Well, spike and everything. Now you got to watch out for that, because that will dry up and that will get super sharp. Now that was from this top little spike, but look at this. Underneath now, there's another. Barkeeper, another. Smash the glass. That's from Thor. See if I can get my fingers on this one. Yep, there goes. Even larger spike. So these will dry up, and you will not be able to snap this, and you will step on this and it'll go right into your foot. I've done it a many of times. We're going to just rotate to look at the other side of the body. Perfect over here. Good job. So hopefully once again, we talked about when you can remove shed. Look at this. I see it on her stomach. Did that need to come off with me? No, her whole stomach will shed, but it was loose. It was flapping. It was probably just bothering her. Unlike the tail, the mouth, and that other spike, that one didn't need to come off. But it did no harm in taking it off. Take care, guys. Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.